So everything's rolling right now?
Check.
Okay.
Yeah.
Okay. Both cameras are on?
Yes.
Okay.
You trust me?
Not really, but
No.
it's fine.
You want to check?
Kind of.
I do want you to check.
All right. My name's Graham Templeman,
I'm Alan Morrison. We're with Arcana Kings.
and this is another episode of the Sit Down Podcast.
Let's do this.
Yeah.
Hell
let's go.
Yeah, let's go. Dude, I'm so excited to have you guys here. Thank you and welcome to those of you at home
And over here.
for
Hello.
joining us.
Making us
and
blush a little bit here.
in the audience. Hell yeah. There's a lot going on in this town of ours
I know.
today. How was your drive in? You guys find the place all right?
Oh, yeah. Well, we kind of spent a little bit of time up in this area in the end of summer,
Yeah, the last
early spring,
2
or
months.
fall, spring.
But over here?
Yeah, we've
Yeah.
been doing stone, literally half
Like
a
just-
kilometer that way.
Oh, yeah, it's a
Another
quarry there.
couple kilometers over that way.
Oh.
Possibly your cousin. I don't know.
Probably.
His last name was Godet.
Yeah,
Probably. Dude,
probably.
I'm the first house on Gadette Street.
There you go.
They're just past Waka, right? That place?
We passed Hoey.
Hoey. Yeah.
That's
Which cousin is that?
They got a great big farm there.
Was
I don't
it
know.
Curtis?
Curtis?
Oh, Curtis. Yeah.
yeah.
He was
Maybe.
here last Thursday, wasn't he? Oh no, maybe not.
There was a couple of them out there.
There's a few of them.
It was a big ass farm out there.
Hell yeah, man. No, this is awesome. And for how long I've been listening to you guys, Graham, this is the third time you've been on the show. So actually that's a record. This episode is breaking records.
Is that considered a hat trick?
Hey, I love it. It most absolutely is.
Yeah.
But yeah, for how long I've been listening to you guys, I had no freaking idea. This is how much research I do. That you're a local Saskatchewan person as well. Like I ran into you. How many months ago was that? Maybe at Black
Well, I first
Cat
met you at the
Tavern?
Black Cat, a few months ago, and then I ran into you just a few weeks ago.
With the Checkout Queens show, I
So-
think. After
yeah, I
that
think,
one.
and I just said, hey, we should sit down and have a talk, right?
Absolutely.
Yep. Okay.
Here we
Yeah.
are.
So yeah,
Having
Yeah,
a sit.
that's so. I guess thank you to Checkout Queens for this.
yeah,
One.
bringing us all together again. right?
Hell yeah,
Yeah.
dude. No, that's there's so much phenomenal talent in this province that is, in my opinion, clearly overlooked.
Oh, absolutely.
Like, it's insane. And you guys, I'm not saying you guys are being overlooked at all. I've been spinning you guys for quite some time. Like I told you earlier, this last summer, I think it was the last release, Soldier On.
Yeah.
Holy shit, man. That sucker
I
was
like
like
that one.
on repeat and cranked up at Candle Lake. Like
Yeah.
every day I was there, man. I
I'm just
love
gonna,
that
I'm just gonna
jam.
close the door behind us.
Oh, yeah, do that. But I freaking love that song so much, and it just so happens that you guys actually filmed that with some mutual friends of ours.
Yeah, the
from
prehistoric boys. Yeah.
Absolutely,
Yeah.
those guys are great. Can
Absolutely.
Can we talk about that song a little bit?
Yeah.
Because
Or do we want to
it's
play it
pretty
first?
heavy.
Do we want to play it and then talk about it?
Sure. Let's do that. If
just
you
cut
don't
right
mind.
into it. Yeah.
We're gonna throw it up here, you guys. Here is Soldier On from Arcana Kings. So stay tuned.
Put a knife on the line for
like it.
Hell
There it is.
yeah,
I
dude.
like it.
Bravo.
Yeah, good
Bravo,
job.
Oh,
man.
thank you.
Prehistoric Productions.
And, yeah, prehistoric. They did a great job with that too.
So
right?
where was the majority of that filmed?
At Coors Event Center.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah,
For
we
real?
Just,
That's
we
where
just
that
rented
was?
it for an afternoon and
Oh,
sat up and just just a couple hours shooting. I
Yeah.
think right. It was just
Yep.
an afternoon kind of thing, and then
Yeah,
the
it
rest
was
of it's
2 or 3
just
hours.
stock footage that was supplied from the Soldier On program. I think.
I can't remember where he said he got that stuff, but that was public domain stuff.
Yeah.
I think.
Right.
okay.
So what was like the inspiration when that song came into fruition? Like, how did that all come into play?
Well, you mentioned the Soldier On program.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So what is that about?
John's usually the one who does all this stuff, but he, the Soldier On program is something that's very near and dear to the band. John's got family in the military. Kevin was once in the military. It's a program that helps soldiers that have come back with PTSD and
or
helps them-
injuries or whatever.
and it's a support program for veterans.
Okay.
And it's an important thing for John especially to reach out to these programs. It's not the first song that has been dedicated to the military, but he had contacted them. The Soldier On program has a creative writing process for soldiers to deal with certain things, and one of the things was we had pitched to them, give us stories, give us lyrics, and we'll compile it into the song. And so the song's called Soldier On because of the program.
Yeah.
And the lyrics were written by
There's
veterans.
four different veterans that submitted lyrics, and then we
Hell
we
yeah,
wrote
dude.
them. John and I wrote John wrote his verse. I wrote the melody for mine or whatever. But
Yeah, but the words came from
From
veterans.
Directly from them.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Very cool.
So that's it. It's important for us to do stuff like that because I know we both kind of feel the same way. There's certain things when you dedicate music to a certain group of people or a certain situation or a point in time or anything like that, that literally rings through your brain while you're doing it every single time you do it. So every time we play this song, I know there's memories that go through, there's family members, there's things that you always think of. It's important to have that something to stand behind, I guess, as a group of people. And we're also, people are proud of their families and the heritage and everything. So it's just another gift back to family and friends and people who've fallen and stuff like that. So I think it's important that we keep with that. I don't know if we can write a Soldier On 2, but it's definitely a really cool way to stay connected with people. Not necessarily fans, but more family and friends and stuff.
For sure.
And a way to thank everybody for their
Thank
service.
everybody for
Yeah.
their service.
Yeah.
well, and ideally, our goal would be to have Soldier On reach gold record status,
Right.
and then we would be able to
Donate.
have
Right.
give the 4 people that gave their lyrics to the song. Here, you contributed
yeah.
to a song that went gold record status.
Hell
Here you go.
yeah.
Hang this on your wall.
And
Yeah, that'd be dope.
that'd be
That's
wouldn't-
what we've been working towards, trying to boost it, trying to get it out there, and playing for a lot of the stuff in the States that we've been doing. We've met a lot of veterans and a lot of different functions, and we've seen people, and it's spreading through them as well, and everyone's very excited about it. So it's
Dude, it's
cool.
It's a f***ing number one. It's a banger, dude.
When did this come out?
this year. We
Summer?
Yep.
Just
Okay.
before summer.
Right
A couple
before
months
summer,
before
yeah.
summer.
We did
Yeah,
the
because I
video.
had like
Yeah,
queued up
you
and
played
ready
it at
to
the
go
legal.
at Kendall. Yeah. Hell yeah, dude.
Yes,
I played
Joel's
it-
that guy.
I played it lost. I want to talk about the bagpipes a little bit as well, too.
Okay, we'll tell you what we know.
So
It makes noise. That's about it.
Yeah.
a lot.
I just how much of the song creation process is not evolved, but how is it influenced by knowing that you guys have bagpipes in the music?
Well,
you know what I mean?
Before
It's not 100% of our songs.
Before he had electric pipes, it was all based around songs written in the key of B flat. So you're kind of, you can't really stray too far away from that, right? But now he's gotten electric pipes, and you can switch keys on them now.
Oh.
And so that helps. Like now we can write songs in E or A and use the pipes if we want them. But we also we have lots of songs that don't have the pipes, right? Because we like to have because John also likes to play guitar, and he's good that way too. And it just it breaks the night up a bit too, so it's not pipes all night.
Yeah.
Right.
And when he was full, I guess he's still blowing the bag a lot, but I don't know I think that's the term, right?
Yeah, blowing the bag.
I'm not sure if he needs to do it as much with the electronic ones, but
I think he just does it out of habit.
Out of habit.
Because he doesn't even have to, but he
Right.
just does it out of habit because he's so
Right.
used to honking on the original pipes.
When he was doing that, he has to have breaks. He's singing, he's running around, he's blowing bagpipes.
Yeah.
It's a lot of work.
Well, that's kind of what I was thinking too. I was like, holy shit, to do an hour and a half of all of that would just be insane.
And
Be
at the
passing
time,
out and-
when I started playing with the band, we were still doing 3-hour nights, and when we go down to Vegas, we've got to play 3-hour
3
nights,
hours, 6
And
hours in one day.
6 hours in one
Holy
day.
shit.
So it's like
It's a lot.
6 hours?
Well, we
Yeah.
do three
1 hours.
1 hours in the afternoon on St. Patty's Day
Oh.
on
on
Fremont,
Street there. So we do 3 1-hour sets in the day, and then at night we come and close the night again. 3
And do
1-hour
another
sets.
3.
So
Holy shit.
we get time off to rest in between, but it's Vegas, and usually just from the time it takes
a
you
lot
to
of time.
walk from the stage to your vehicle or taxi, there's a lot of people buying you shots and liquor sales, right? So usually every year
Try and
one
get
of the
away.
guys in the band gets really drunk in
Yeah.
between them two shows.
But
It's kind of rotates. It's
Yeah.
not the same guy every year.
and we try and you got to mitigate the situation. You want to be there, and people are showing their appreciation and
Right.
whatnot, and
Yeah, you don't want to be an asshole.
and
Yeah.
you don't want to be whatever. But you got to kind of run. You got to get out of there because you still got to play 4 hours from now for another 3 hours. You don't want
Right.
to even have one drink right
Has
now.
it it ever happened where it was a major issue where
all 5 of us one year.
Really?
Oh, it was.
Oh man,
we got caught in the afternoon by some really nice people who now we've seen 3 years in a row.
yeah.
We had a big impression on them that sticking around hanging out with them that afternoon, but we all had to go have food and a nap and then wake up. And it was just
I'm
we
trying
all
to.
got up and made our way down and kind of looking at each other like,
Where's Kevin?
are we ready for this?
And where's Kevin, our bass player? So that's my part of the story. Where I come, John, go wake. He's not answering his phone. His room is right beside mine. Go wake him up. All right. Go up to back into the hotel. Bang on his door. Nothing. Bang, 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 bang. Finally, he opens it up and he's just in his gotch. He's like, "What?" I'm like, "Dude, we got to go play." "What are you talking about? We played already." I'm like,
Oh, just out.
"No,
of
we got to
it.
play in
He was
45 minutes." He's like, "Oh shit, okay."
He looked at his phone and he was like, "It's 7:30 in the morning." He's like, "I'm not getting up." He's like, "No, we play at 8:15." He's like, "Huh?"
Thinking it's morning.
Yeah.
No, oh.
Yeah, fuck, no doubt. Wake up call.
And we all got there. And surprisingly enough, I think we were taking a deep breath after every set, just I think we made it.
Yeah.
I think we can do this.
Take
one.
advantage of that 15-minute break in between.
Oh, it was tough. But we know not to do that ever again.
Yeah.
It was a once in a one and done kind of thing.
Lesson learned kind of
Yeah.
thing.
Yeah.
But if
Experience.
hey, we gotta even to go to the bathroom. They give you really nice green rooms and stuff right behind the stage, but there's no plumbing in it. So you actually got to run into the casino, and the closest area is probably about 200 yards away to the entrance, and then another 100 yards through the casino to get to a bathroom. So, I've done it almost every time. You run off stage, and you are beelining it. And it is not a good idea to be running anywhere around a casino. it's just not good. All the
Right.
eyes in the sky are on you. Every security guard, police officer, everyone's looking at you, and it's just, I just gotta pee. Like,
Yeah.
and you get into the casino and you start running, and they're all just like, what?
Yeah.
What?
Yeah,
Like,
what's going on
oh
here?
crap!
did he
I
steal?
shouldn't- So I've learned how to walk briskly to the bathroom, just so you don't freak everybody out.
That's why I can't keep up with you. You've got that brisk walk down,
Got
Pat.
the brisk
Yeah.
walk down.
Brisk walk.
I'm trying to figure out what that glare on your face is from.
Oh, it's just from the chair, I think.
Oh,
that's
hang
what
on.
it is.
Okay, I
The
can
old
move that
hall
right.
chair. That's all good. Keeping my left eye busy.
There you go.
Sure.
So another question that I have for you guys, and please forgive my ignorance on this, but how long have you guys been together for? How long has Arcana Kings been performing?
I joined the band in 2015. So, yeah, what's that? 8 years I've been with
8
them.
years, yeah.
They were Johnny McQuaig band originally when I joined. And I want to say you came in, 2018?
No, November was the Western final, and I played percussion at
Right,
that game.
right.
We played. That was the first one I did.
Yeah.
It
His first gig with us at Mosaic Stadium,
for a
playoff game
halftime
against
show.
Blue Bombers and minus 30.
It was crazy.
Welcome to the band.
Yeah.
Yeah.
First gig. Here's 30,000 people.
And minus
Whoa.
30.
Dude, that's crazy. Tell me about like playing to 30,000 people. Like you must be just jacked, hey? Just hearing that crowd roaring like that?
That was hard because it was so cold.
Yeah, we were just didn't
hard
have
to
time.
pay
I
attention.
was just more worried about are my fingers working, because once
Right.
the fingers touch the steel strings on the guitar, like they freeze immediately. So like I have no
Right.
feeling.
So the nerves are through the roof.
I'm just more worried about I'm making sure I'm playing the right chord. I can't think about the crowd
Right.
out there, but it
because
is.
Yeah.
you may screw up in front of 30,000 people.
Don't wanna
you
do
can't
that.
Think about it. Like you just have
Yeah.
to just
Yeah.
go, and just do as well as you can, and tell them or go where they're telling you to go, and because it's a much bigger
Yeah.
production than a lot of other things.
Yeah.
Right.
Did learn a lot of stuff from Vegas with that as well, because the Vegas gig is down to the minute, or down to within seconds, actually.
Really?
Because everything's organized on Fremont Street with the light show on the ceiling,
Oh, yeah?
and as soon as that's done, you have to start.
Yeah.
Like immediately, and then it starts again on the 5 minutes to the hour. So you have to time that song. So when you stop, the show goes on.
Yeah.
Yeah,
And
yeah.
you can't even delay. You can't finish 5 minutes early.
Yeah.
You have to go. So everything's got to be timed.
And you can't run over either, because they
Can't
don't
go over.
want you playing while they're
They won't ask you
while
back.
their
They'll just
while their
turn it
shows.
Yeah, yeah.
They'll just turn you off. Yeah. But we've never had that problem.
No.
Ever.
No.
Right. Or-
And
It's kind of like live radio. Same
Yeah.
thing.
Yeah.
Like news,
Well, it's
news
such a-
at the top of the hour.
It's
You better be
exactly
done.
like that.
Yeah.
It's such a good gig for us. Like we want to keep that. So
Yeah.
You do it every year, right?
Yeah.
So next year will be our eighth
year.
going down.
Shit, yeah.
How did you land that gig? Like,
Kevin, our bass
Kevin,
player.
the bass player. I believe he was there. I'm not entirely sure. I don't want to go too inside baseball, but I'm pretty sure he just found the offices when he
and
was
just
there.
bugged the guy and bugged the
started
guy,
bugging
and
them.
finally they.
They gave
Like
you-
I think it was he met this guy before I think he was even in. Before this was a
before the
band,
band started.
and then he pitched the idea of the band with the bagpipes. And the guy was like, "Okay, now maybe we have something that will work with that." Like especially with St. Patty's Day, right? Like, So that's when we play. There was a couple of years where we went down in the fall too for like a halfway to St. Patty's Day party, and it would always line up around the Daytona race in
Okay.
Vegas
Oh, yeah.
the same weekend too. So that was good, but like every set, like we're playing to 5,000 to 8,000 people, and it's different people because
Every time.
they're all walking down the street, right? And it's just circulating.
The whole point is trying to make people stop
Yeah,
because they're walking. They're
Yeah.
walking.
Yeah.
They're doing their thing. They're going up and down the strip. They're
Yeah.
doing whatever. You want them to stop, and
That's-
there's proper advertising that you have to say every set based on what stage you're playing. You have to advertise this, this, and this. It's in the contract.
you have to do that?
Yeah.
yeah. You got to shout out the bars, like the one. There's
This
the,
casino, this bartender, and so you get to know the bartenders and waitresses that work at all these outdoor bars, and you shout them out on
Yeah.
stage. And you have to, but it's also you build pretty good relationship with these people.
Yeah, we got our buddy Chucky down there. He
Chucky.
takes pretty good care of us.
He's got this guy's.
Did you have to say
one
that?
bar.
Or?
Are you still on contract with that?
I've never had a more delicious whiskey Coke in my life. When he pours them, they're a cup about 3 times the size of that, and he fills it full of ice, and then he just sits there, pours Crown, pours until it gets right to there. Then he grabs his Coke gun and
A little splash.
He sends you on
and
your
it's the best tasting drink on the Strip. I can't figure it out. Usually you'd think it'd be so harsh, right, with all that whiskey.
Yeah, here's
There's probably
16
12
ounces.
ounces of whiskey in there or whatever, and
Oh, dude,
That's
I'd
a
be
sipper.
dead.
Dab a Coke.
That's a
I'd
sipper.
be dead.
you drink one of those, and
And you also got 20,000 people who are buying the same types of drinks wandering up and down the street. It gets a little hairy.
No doubt. Holy shit. I've never been to Vegas. Have you ever been to Vegas?
I have not, but this weekend there's a Formula One race
Yes.
Yeah.
on the Strip.
Yeah.
So
Yeah.
I'm watching that tonight.
Yeah.
Yeah.
It's
Yeah, I was just watching qualifying before it
Mo,
came here.
guys,
yeah.
come down for St. Patty's and party with us next March.
Yeah,
I
we-
might have to do that.
We'll talk about that.
We were even hearing last year.
I might take you up on that, dude.
Like we were hearing last year, the guys that worked around there, they were talking about how much of a rigmarole the whole F1 thing is. Even a year ago,
Yeah.
because they had to make all these deals. I guess I don't exactly know the number, but it was in the tens of millions of dollars. I think it was Caesar's Palace was paid
Yep.
to take down a section of their front, like there's like a lion or a big pole or something like that, and it was a space, half the size of this room, and they were paid like in the tens of millions of dollars to have it removed,
Yep.
and because F1 needed a tighter corner.
Yep.
So
Holy
around
shit.
that, they had to get it removed, and they're paying all this money to get it removed. And then when the race is done, it's being re-erected.
And the Venetian has the water in front
Yep.
of it. That's all filled up, and that's a grandstand now.
It's a grandstand.
It's
It
ridiculous.
is. It's completely tossed the city on its head, and
Yeah.
like everybody who's just regular commuters and everything, those roads have been closed for a
Yep.
week for this
Yep.
race. Like it's
It
it's
adds, like,
completely destroyed things.
What normally takes 45 minutes to get to work now takes another 45 minutes to get to
Yeah.
work.
Right.
That's ideal scenario.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's
It gets congested down there already as it is near the Strip. I can't imagine what it would be like now.
I'm a huge Formula One fan, but this I'm
It's
not
a little
sure.
sketchy.
Yeah.
We'll see how it pans out.
Yeah. As long as Formula One makes Vegas a ton of money,
Yes,
if they don't, then this is probably the last year.
the
they do
first
it.
and last. Yeah.
Yeah.
But yeah, the city is designed for tourism. It's just that's what it's there for. So we'll
Yep.
see what another baseball team is going there. Like,
they just got the Athletics.
and they only they're missing a basketball
Athletics
team.
went to Vegas?
Yeah, they
Yes,
just
they
voted
just
it
announced.
yesterday.
Really?
Yeah,
Oh,
It's pretty bizarre.
wow.
But
Interesting.
Now they have
weird
hockey.
city.
yeah,
It
Football?
is just
Yeah.
part
yeah.
of it.
Yeah.
It's just booming.
Booming. Like it wasn't already before.
Yeah.
And
Now
those-
it's booming because of the sports.
Before it was just
Right.
booming with drunks and gamblers. Now they're getting athletes in there. Look out!
Yeah, now watch
It's
out.
going to turn all the athletes into drunks.
well, it's like some of the most interesting sound guys I think we've ever worked with.
Oh
yeah.
yeah,
those
they're
guys
great down
are-
there, and they're so pro.
You
So
want
pro.
to make friends with the sound guy, but those guys are like, they have your life in their hands, and sitting there and like asking them questions about all the bands they've worked with, like
Yeah.
guys who've worked in the sound industry in Vegas for 30 plus years. They got stories, man. Like the bands they've worked with, the things they've seen, just like, oh, it's just unreal.
We need to get those guys on the podcast.
That's we'll
gonna-
sit in the back.
You're going to
and
come to
just, like,
Vegas.
Yeah, right?
Interview them in
Dude,
our
we're
green
going
room.
to end up being those guys with all the interesting musicians
true, yeah.
that we've
You're
been
right.
able to
Yeah.
speak to for
Yeah.
the last
You're right.
4 years.
You're cataloging these stories.
Yes.
Absolutely.
This is a good
And
thing.
they're all actually there's one episode that's missing. So put in the comments if you know which
If you
one's
can spot
missing.
which one.
But actually with that, if with your permission, I would love to throw it to another video if
Okay.
that's okay.
Absolutely.
Is there anyone in particular you want us to go to?
Unbreakable.
Well, do Runaway first.
Okay, we'll do our goofy one.
All right, here is Runaway from Arcana Kings.
Oh, now can't you wait? Oh, now can't you wait? We'll see that chameleon lying there in the sun. And loud thanks to everyone.
All right, so it says to be continued.
It still is being continued. I have no idea what
We-
that.
We may be going back to California in March.
Yeah, so
in
maybe we'll
2024.
we'll do something and revisit it, and I don't know. We'll see.
That was amazing.
That's f***ing hilarious, dude. I love it. I love it.
Kevin's very good at editing little videos just to make ourselves laugh. A lot of stuff doesn't see the light of day for anybody else, but keeps us entertained in the van for a while.
Yeah, there's a danger file. that I don't know when. Probably when we're real old.
I'm saying we should put that on like a Patreon.
There's
send us your
some stuff
feedback.
shouldn't be on there.
Oh,
Behind some type of paywall.
and if you pay for
I
it,
guess
it
if they're
might
gonna
show
pay
it to you.
Fucking, dude, put it on OnlyFans.
There you go.
Yeah.
Like Whitney Cummings just dropped her newest
Right.
special on OnlyFans
Just
for
on
free.
OnlyFans.
Just to drive traffic there.
Because
They're-
that's what OnlyFans initially
That's what it's
was
for.
for.
It's, well,
For
yeah,
OnlyFans, and then you got the new.
Not for
pictures
looking
too,
at
but-
people's feet.
right?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Well, we may put out a line of foot videos. then.
Ooh.
That's I would say instead of Patreon, I think Arcana Kings should start an OnlyFans page.
I'm
That
all
fits,
for it.
that
Okay,
fits
next
this
band
perfectly.
meeting, we're bringing
John,
this up.
Kevin, you're watching
Yeah.
this. We
OnlyFans.
got to do an OnlyFans.
OnlyFans.
I'll fucking
OnlyFans.com
subscribe to that.
/
I'm there.
We got to run it past the bosses.
Yeah.
I think it's genius.
I think so too. I would subscribe to that.
Perfect. We got two.
Yeah.
Better than zero.
Yeah.
Hell yeah, man. I also had the privilege of seeing you guys perform at Black Cat the last time you guys were there. And it was the first one and only time I saw you guys play live.
Okay.
And dude, I had such a good time there. You guys kicked so much ass there. I might even have a little bit of footage from that night.
Oh yeah.
I'm
Oh,
not
right
too
on.
sure,
Thanks. Yeah, I guess we did our job, right? If you had a good time.
Absolutely. And you guys are going to be performing there next Saturday.
December 9th.
Th-
Not next, 2 Saturdays.
Depending on when this comes out.
Right.
Well, this will be out.
Edit.
It's,
This is,
it's Saturday now.
we're Saturday the 18th. This is coming out on the 20th.
Okay.
Okay. Yeah, so
December
the
9th.
December 9th.
so
Hell
still
yeah.
two Saturdays from
So
now.
two
Like
Saturdays.
you said.
Yeah.
Right. Yeah.
We're also playing O'Hanlon's in Regina on December 8th.
Okay.
So
Uh,
two
the day
Saskatchewan
before.
shows. And then
That one.
that'll
Have you guys ever played there before?
I've never played there, but
I
he
have
has.
a long
Yeah.
time ago.
Yeah. That's the one with the stage that's like 12 feet up in the air or
I
whatever,
haven't
right?
played there since they actually put that whole stage and room in there. It's been 8-9 years since I played there.
Right.
but
I went
I'm
there.
excited to go.
I've been there a couple times in the last couple of years, but yeah, that stage is pretty high. So
Yeah.
just don't fall off of that stage.
12 feet.
Maybe not 12, but probably as high as this room, if
Yeah.
not close to it.
Well, ceiling's 8 feet.
Yeah, I've seen some
Yeah,
pictures.
so
It
it's
looks pretty big.
it's 8 feet high.
Yeah, John probably won't be jumping off the front.
Oh, they'll be able to see up his kilt a lot easier. That
Actually,
height.
I've seen somebody jump off of there, and then there was Travis from Green Wing. I saw
Oh, yeah.
performing
Oh, yeah.
there. and
Yeah.
The bass
He's a wild
player,
man.
yeah, jumps off onto the tables and then jumping back on. He's all over the place.
Yeah, he's
man.
a wild man.
Just like you're gonna get hurt, dude. Be careful.
It's part of the show, man.
Yeah, exactly. That guy's wild.
But
Shout out to Travis.
Black Cat
December
on
8th,
the
9th.
I don't know how they-
Both shows are with Autopilot from
okay.
Saskatoon,
Yep.
who are currently on the road in the States right now.
Yeah.
We've hung out with, I've known Marlon
Yeah,
for
we've known Marlon
20
forever.
years.
Yeah.
And we keep seeing each other out on the road in either in Toronto or in not Saskatoon a lot.
Right.
Yeah.
And so, just having John and James live in Nelson, BC. So them coming all the way out here, we want to make it worth it for them.
Absolutely.
When they
Right.
drive, and it's the same thing when we go out there.
Yep.
But John really wanted to play with Marlon because we've been hanging out a lot.
Well,
lately,
they've been
so-
helping each other out. Marlon's hooked us
They're
up
on the
some
phone all the
contacts in the
time.
States, and we're trying to help him. Like, work
sure.
together, right? Like,
Absolutely.
Yep.
I couldn't agree more. It seems like there's a lot more of that happening
And there
these
should be.
days
It
as
shouldn't
opposed
be a
to like
competition.
a decade ago.
It's not a competition.
Exactly.
you.
Yes.
Right? Thank you.
Agreed.
Yes.
When you look at it from the business point of view, it may look like it, but when you actually start working with each other, that just goes right out the window.
yeah.
Agreed,
Yeah.
man.
Everyone's boosting everyone. As long as you help,
Yep.
it's helping you. It's helping everyone else.
Yeah. This
Hell
whole
yeah.
my band's better than your band bullshit needs to stop right now.
Yeah.
That's
Absolutely.
that's for teenagers.
That's for young kids.
and
we were
young
all
kids.
like that when we were young. Too. You just get older and you're like, oh,
Yeah, if
if
we
it's a
keep
good
it-
band, it's a good band, and
Exactly.
like if everybody can have success, why not?
Yeah.
Yeah.
You know,
and it
it's
doesn't
like-
matter
Yes.
at what rate.
Yep.
Like
Yeah.
that does not have to happen now. That's I think the reason for competition is everyone thinks that it's going to happen for me faster than this other person, and there is no fast track. Like
No.
there are bands who have got fast tracked, even guys from Saskatoon, like the Sheepdogs. I'm not saying that was a fast track. It might have changed the trajectory of their career quicker.
Right.
They were probably going there anyway.
Yep.
They were on to that pathway already. It just happened a little bit faster.
Right.
So that's like winning the lottery. But it's not
Yeah.
like those guys were ever going to give up. It's not like they were going to stop, and like they were going to keep going, and they were still going to get to where they are.
Yeah.
And so there's the proof. It's like it is not a competition. They won a competition,
Yeah.
but that
Yeah.
doesn't mean that they're not an amazing band. And they don't. That was a really long time ago, and
Yep.
they have just gotten bigger and bigger and bigger.
Oh, they're huge.
That's because of their talent, their drive, determination, business acumen, all this stuff.
The work ethic. Yeah.
Yeah, it's not
Absolutely.
just because they were on the cover of Rolling Stone.
No,
it
absolutely
helped,
not.
But that's
They worked their asses building up to that.
100%.
though,
Yep.
Right? Like,
And like,
Agreed.
people should take that into consideration. There's a lot of bands that make it out of Saskatchewan. Good.
Yeah.
But it's
Yeah.
because you're from here, I believe. The people that are from here, we all kind of have this understanding of like, you do help. You don't even get a gig unless you've met people, help people.
Yep.
You got to be. You can't be a jerk. You know, like
That's
you learn this very quickly here, and you go to a bigger city, and you're already not a jerk.
Yeah.
It's like that might actually help you.
Yeah.
is
And because I don't know, I've been to a lot of bigger cities, and those bands don't learn very fast.
That's-
they
I
learn
was-
at a very slow rate because you only have so many shows to play.
Yep.
And it is a battle. It is to get that show in
Yeah.
particular. There's been times where maybe not just this band, but other bands too. I've seen in bigger cities. It's like, wow, you guys deal with things a lot differently than we do back home, because we all like each other. It doesn't even matter what kind of music you play. We're all just hanging out.
Yeah.
And like you'll see a bunch of bands hang out with some guys, and they're all standing there, arms crossed in front,
Yeah.
being like,
Yeah.
why are you doing that? Like,
Yeah.
exactly. I've noticed
what's
that
the point?
as well. Like how, and I don't know if it's a Saskatchewan thing or what, but how close the musicians are in our province together, and they're not only performing shows together, but going out and grabbing a bite to eat or going to a show or just hanging out, right?
Totally.
Yeah. Yeah.
Well-
When I was at the LJ Tyson show, the amount of musicians in the room just supporting was
One
amazing.
another.
Yeah.
Exactly. And
Yeah.
then like we've been out of province to shows, like we got friends outside of Saskatchewan as well. And those friends have even, said that to me. Like, it's so different there compared to here. Like, here it's fight or flight and every man for themselves. And over there's more of a camaraderie aspect towards it. So I agree with all of that. I see it as well. And I think outside of our province, it's recognized, maybe not recognized, but it's definitely noticed. And because of that, in my own personal opinion, I feel a huge shift coming towards like Saskatchewan, maybe Saskatoon particularly.
I agree.
Where I would almost put my money on being Saskatoon being like the next Nashville or something. There's so much opportunity and talent, and all the boxes are checked there.
Yeah.
And the music is phenomenal.
Yep.
You know what I mean?
No one was really seeing Austin the same way, 25 years ago.
Yeah.
They Willie made his pilgrimage there and all that, but like Austin being what it is right now, no one really saw that. They tried, but like you go to Austin, you get off the plane, and it's not the music capital of the world, which they do. It's the software and music capital of the
really?
South. The first thing is the software capital of America.
Yeah.
It's like, what?
Yeah.
Really? And you drive downtown, the first things you see is Intel, Dell. Like,
Yeah.
it's just like, these are the biggest buildings right surrounding Austin city limits. It's like, this is the biggest technology city in America outside of Silicon Valley. Like, it might be. I don't know if that's how it is, but no one really saw that coming. And how it's so big with comedy now. It was so attributed with music for so long because of South by Southwest. And now all of a sudden the comedians have taken it over. And now Nashville's has another reinsurgence to it because of everyone's moving out there because of cheap property. Like, it's kind of amazing. We have the potential to be one of those cities. Maybe not tomorrow.
Yeah.
It's going to take a little bit.
But
space is the biggest commodity you can get now. Like,
We got
land.
plenty of that.
yeah,
Look at the rest of the world when, it gets too overpopulated in the coasts. What do? They move, all the rich people move to Wyoming, Tennessee, Texas.
right.
They want to get cheaper taxes. They want to get cheaper, larger properties.
Yeah.
Give it another 20 years. That's where we are.
Yep.
Yes.
And we'll be here.
And most
I don't know.
likely
Are you
we'll all
here?
be here.
I'll be in Austin in 20 years.
Yeah.
Fuck, man, I would.
Oh, maybe Austin is petered out in 20 years. Who knows?
You really never know.
You never know.
It could be something else. Memphis could pop off. Chicago could have a reinsurgence or something. Dude, it's kind of based on weather too, really.
That's true.
Yep.
That's why I kind of want. It's not that I want out of here, but I'm not a big guy, man. It doesn't take much to make me cold. And I'm just so done with winter.
Yeah.
I'm so done with it.
It's not even winter yet.
I know.
we're getting
I'll
lucky right now.
completely be a snowbird, man. I got no issues with that at all.
I've been there twice, and when you talk to guys from Texas about snow, like they'll get it, and they'll get like a drop of 2 or 3 inches, over a winter night. The entire city just shuts down. Everyone's and they talk about it for months.
Yep.
They're just like, remember when it snowed and we slipped on the
And
highway?
we're getting 12-foot dumps overnight. Like,
I remember
holy
that.
shit.
wild.
I used to work for a company, and we had a business coach out of, I think he might have been in Austin. And yeah, he couldn't make a meeting because it snowed.
Yeah.
He couldn't make it to the office. And we were like, well, how much did you get? Well, it was white.
Yeah.
Yeah, but how much snow did you get? Well, the streets were white. Like,
There was snow
but
on
how
the
much snow did you get?
Yeah.
Just in shock about it. That,
Tell me they're all driving on racing slicks, right?
Yeah,
Come
that's
on.
right.
That's
A little bit of traction.
And like the way they drive down south, like I wouldn't go on a freeway if it snowed around there.
That's right. Yeah.
They're just nuts. Like,
Right.
They're so stupid and they're going so fast. And 80 mile an hour on a freeway going past Salt Lake City.
We
or something
went
like
through
that.
that crazy snowstorm coming back from Vegas.
Yeah.
That was insane.
Yeah, there's
they never
a
get
generational storm.
Yeah. Still going?
Good.
Haven't run out of tape yet?
Not yet, but that has happened. That has happened.
Yeah.
More than I would have liked it to.
We're not admitting anything.
Tape.
Yeah. Well, we got to keep a close eye on it. There was whose episodes? There's been a
I don't want
couple
to talk about it.
times. Yeah, okay, never mind. It's happened where cameras have stopped and we keep going for an hour and then we're like, Like, no way. We gotta go again. So I want to make sure that doesn't happen. But so that being said,
Let's drop another video.
I was gonna say before we run out of tape, we're gonna go into another video here. Which one are we gonna spin here, you guys?
Unbreakable.
Unbreakable, yeah.
We shot this with a guy named Dave Benedict.
Dave Benedict, bass player from Default.
Oh.
Hell
And
yeah.
it was done...
Yeah, right to the left there.
It was... what's the friggin' town?
Abbotsford.
No, it's with an M. It's right next to Abbotsford.
Mulva?
Here we go.
We did it
Seinfeld reference, anybody?
in between a... It was at a music
Mission.
festival.
Mission. Oh, Mission BC.
Yeah.
Mission?
Yeah.
Mission.
Yeah, so it was shot in Mission in a building there that we rented, and then at a music festival later on that night
Yeah, we had to play the song 5 times in a row
at the festival
at the festival.
What to get this video?
to get the shots.
Oh.
They requested it.
we
and they were just like,
let everybody know in the crowd what we were doing, so
Well, yeah.
everybody played along. But yeah,
Frickin'
first time
right.
I've ever had to do that at a live show.
I bet you they loved it though.
It was kind of cool. They're
There
all
was-
pretty boozed up. So
Oh yeah, it was
Yeah.
late. It was late, and
and
everybody
everybody-
was liquored.
And
And
it was almost like a private event too. It was like on a guy's property, but he does it every year. There was a bunch of people, but like, yeah, it was pretty wild actually. It was a
Frickin'
fun day.
rights.
Okay, let's watch.
All right, here we go.
You think you're clever, but you're not. You tried to break me, but you got too much to handle. I'm too much to handle. I am a master of survival. You shouldn't do
at the end, I forgot about that. There's a little blurry spot at the bottom of John's shorts. So Kevin went and bought like a big Cabbage Patch doll or something like that, and he tore the arm off and he taped it to his leg so it looked like there was a...
For real?
And then they blurred it out at the end of the video.
It was funny.
Oh,
we did
hell
it.
yeah.
That's awesome.
Yeah, they were really cool about doing. There's Dave and his buddy Barry Nerling.
Yeah, Barry Nerling, yeah.
Barry's
He's an actor.
He's an actor. Yeah, he's been in like a bunch of different stuff. He was super cool. They're so knowledgeable with what they had to do to get certain shots, get lighting. Like they spent so much time with lighting and smoke just for like goofy stuff like that. It was cool. Dave's a really, really nice guy.
Yeah.
Really pro.
Freaking rights.
And
That's-
where was this?
That was in
That
Mission.
was shot in Mission.
Mission. Oh, yeah. Okay.
Yeah, that's where they live out in Vancouver,
Yeah.
Abbotsford
Yeah.
or whatever. So we went out there because we had that festival we were playing at. So
Right.
it just timed.
And
Good
Dave
for
had
that.
done the Here We Go.
Yeah, he
video
did the Here We Go video too. So
in Regina though.
yeah, that was at the Soundstage in Regina. That one was at. So.
Okay.
Hell yeah.
Very cool.
Yeah,
Freaking rights.
that was
So,
fun.
out of your guys' whole your list, your discography, I guess. What are your guys' favorite ones? So kind of a two-part question. One to play, and one to just fucking rock out to. Like, do you guys listen to your own shit? Like, do you listen to it and rock it out?
When we
'Cause
get
it
new
slaps,
mixes.
dude. Because it's so
true.
good, man.
There's a lot of over listening when we go through recordings.
Right.
Yeah.
And a lot of because we don't live with each other. All of our stuff, all the writing process and everything is usually done by passing things back and forth.
Yeah.
So the listening process is like constant. It has to happen. So I'm not sure if we'll like sit and listen to it, like maybe watch the videos, watch other stuff like that. I know for both of us, there's definitely favorites. Like, it's
like-
not like we're sick of any of it.
Yeah, my favorite one is one that it's going to be the video that we're shooting in December. It's a new one that's coming out,
Yeah.
and that's my favorite. It's called Wednesday Night in Canistano.
In where?
In Canistano?
Canistano.
In Canistano.
That's not too
Okay.
far from here, is it?
No.
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 Just up.
See,
Yeah.
we could go get some footage for the video. Just go drive
we
by
have
the
to
town
at some
side.
That's what the video we're
But
shooting
it's
is
about
for.
a band just trucking through, playing like a Wednesday night in Canistano, and then you're a Friday night in Toronto kind of thing. Like just just constantly working, playing to nobody, playing big crowds. Like
And there, we did actually reach out to I think it was the town or something. Somebody in
to come
Canistano.
play it live there to shoot.
We wanted to go use like the rink or like go to the bar or
Yeah.
something like
Yeah.
that, and they weren't receptive from it because I'm assuming
They probably think we're making fun of them.
that's what it may seem like. Like it was almost when we wrote the song, there was a lot of ideas being thrown out. You know, it's about a band being on the road, doing all these things, but like, you know, we could be out here, we could be out here, but we'll still go out and play a Wednesday night in Canistano. And it just kind of fell out. And we were writing it here in Saskatchewan. John, honestly, at the time was just like, what is that? I was like, it's a town. And he's like, what?
Because
That's
originally
awesome.
originally
He's
he
like, that
asked
just
for.
worked. I'm
Did
like,
you
how
not?
did that work?
Did you not ask for like what rhymes with?
With something about a rock show.
Something that rhymes with rock show, a place that rhymes with rock show, and Graham's just like, he just spouts out Canistano. And I'm like, Canistano, holy!
And then
we were
it just
playing
kinda
hockey
like-
there when I was a kid. Like,
It all just worked, and for some reason, well, not for some reason, we all kind of really put a lot of care into that, thinking about that song, and now we've been playing it. It's not released. It will be once the video's out, but we started playing it everywhere, and it's getting a great response in people who have no idea what the town is.
Right.
And for us, it is. I think it's all of our favorite song to play right
oh,
now.
absolutely. And there's no pipes in
And
it.
there's no
It's just a
bagpipes.
guitar song, right?
Is that why it's your favorite?
Not necessarily. There's a feeling
It's got a very Canadiana.
yeah.
Okay.
And it
hip
reminds us all
kinda-
of things. And it's like as soon as we play it, all of us have highway memories. As soon as we're playing, it's just like, oh, this song's so cool. It invokes all these memories again, and
So-
so it puts you in that place.
Are you still looking to shoot in Canistano?
We're probably going to take some kind of footage just on our own, but like we didn't want to go in there without the blessing of the town being
Right.
like,
Right.
And nobody there probably has a clue who we are.
No, and
I don't-
not that it matters,
I
but
don't
like
think
we
you
just
need
want
the
to use the name.
town's blessing. Just whatever venue you're.
It would have been
wanting
cool
to
to like
shoot
maybe
at.
do something for the town,
Yeah.
throw a show at the rink, bring something in, but they weren't very receptive
I
to
know-
it. Maybe
I-
they will be in the future.
Oh, once they hear the
release it.
song.
I don't know.
Yeah,
We'll see.
they'll
There's no ill
they'll
will
regret
towards them,
not
and we're not
answering
making
that.
fun of them.
I
Yeah.
know I know someone from Kinistino. I can see if he has some pull. And
That'd
Get
be
him,
cool.
Get him
Yeah.
to perform it
That'd be great.
before like a fucking minor league hockey game or something.
yeah, something like that. Yeah.
Like
There you
that's
go.
kind of where
We'll
we're
show
at.
you this guy's the song here when the cameras are off. But
Yeah,
if you want to hear it.
absolutely.
Yeah.
I'd love that.
And that's kind of there's two things that since I joined the band, it's been very prevalent. We're very attached with veteran communities and the sporting world. Like
Right.
our music's been used a lot with sporting events. Like Here We Go was used for the Riders.
Yeah, they ran out in the field. That was their run out in the field song for the 2018 season.
Oh,
the
hell
whole
yeah.
season.
That's how we ended up playing that halftime show
And it's been played in like the Golden Knights Arena,
in Vegas.
Winnipeg.
See, I think
Bunch of
Kevin
different-
wrote something about this. I think the Steelers use it
The Steelers used it.
What?
because they have their slogan is "Here we go," and I think
I
there's
think it got
even
played a couple times.
There's a song that they have that's called "Here
How
we go."
fired up do you guys get when you get that call and they're like, "Hey, we like."
I don't think
wanna
there's
use
any
this.
money being
if
changed.
there was money and a little bit more success behind it, then yeah.
Right.
But,
It is
but
super
it's
cool
cool
that-
that stuff
Yeah.
that it's
Yeah.
gotten out there like that.
Right.
But, we just
Yeah.
got to write better songs so it gets us a little bit further.
I think
Well,
you guys
I
are
mean,
fucking
if the
phenomenal.
Steelers are using your songs, I'm pretty sure you're writing okay songs.
yeah,
Yeah.
yeah. It's it's cool.
So what Kevin's trying to do on Twitter is get the attention of the Spit and Chiclet guys
Oh yeah.
to
Yeah.
take notice of the.
Yeah, we got all hot and bothered when Pink Whitney came out years ago. I still got
Well,
footage of that.
we listen to that. We're big hockey fans, right? So
Yeah.
we listen to that podcast.
And
that's in the van a lot when we're on the tour, right?
And
so
Al and I teach all the other guys about hockey growing up in Saskatchewan. Because, the BC guys, there's hockey there, but they weren't, raised
brought up
around
in it. Yeah.
Yeah.
And Kevin, I'm pretty sure, I'm not sure if he has played hockey.
I don't think he's ever played hockey.
But yeah, it was huge for both of us, and kind of still is big part of our lives. And being on the road, that's the one thing we can all listen to. Like the guys who aren't hockey guys love listening to Chiclets, and it's like that's great because we're all it's like listening to green room stories from musicians.
Right.
But these are old hockey players telling old stories. It's like, man,
Dressing room
this is
stories
exactly
kind of thing.
what everybody needs.
Yeah.
And as soon as this, like the podcast will stop, and then we'll all sit there. And there's been times where we're on the road for 8-9 hours a day, 10, 12 hours a day, but to sit there with your bandmates who you've been on the road with for years and not put anything on for 3-4 hours and just talk, like that's what it does.
Right.
It gets you talking about this and this and this, and next thing you know, you're all sitting there, same guys. How can you still talk for 4 or 5 hours, right? When
with no radio or
with
nothing.
with nothing, and I don't know. I've always thought that the Chiclets times in the van always just spur another 3 or 4 hours of conversation.
Or just put
Pretty
Joel
cool.
in a van with you and he'll talk your ears
Right?
off.
I'm sure you and I'm confident you and I could go off.
Yeah, no, everybody else would be napping, and we'll be just. That's usually how it turns out. Like if
This is where Al and I just leave and
Yeah.
you guys do another hour.
if it's
We'll go sit over there.
Kevin and Al and I drive a lot out into places, and there's a lot of times where he'll get stuck sitting next to me, and it's just like, now he can't nap because I won't shut up. I won't let him sleep.
Oh,
Hey,
man.
stay awake. I need
What?
somebody here. And just like, you remember that one time?
Yeah.
There's no
exactly.
short story in your vocabulary.
Nope.
Nope.
That's right.
I tell long form stories.
That's awesome.
I always wanted to be a comedian, and I don't think I can do it.
Well, you were
Like-
on Kill Tony.
You were.
That was I watched back a little while ago. I was like, yeah, I didn't tell it right. That was stupid.
You should. Why don't you try again? No, don't do not. This isn't the show for that.
I only got like crappy dad jokes that I even screw those up all the time.
Actually, I have a question on how to end this.
Okay.
All right.
So my question for you guys before, and for those of you at home that are watching and listening, know that all the links to where you can find Arcana Kings are going to be in the description below, you guys. So just be sure to check out more there. Shoot them a follow on their social medias. But to close the episode, I want to ask you guys, like, what's your go-to? Like, what are you spinning right now?
Ooh, good question. To be honest, this might be different for other people, but I'm a really big reggae fan. Sorry to blow into that thing.
Blowing bags there.
I played with the Steadies years back, and Juice, the guitar player, I'd lived with him for a little while, and he took me to reggae school almost every day, and I just grew this affinity for everything island music. And there's a band called the Easy Star All Stars.
Okay.
They do like cover albums of major artists and change all of their stuff into reggae. Al knows what I'm talking about. He's heard so much of it because I put it on the radio or on the stereo all the time. But they did they have a Michael Jackson cover record. They have Sgt. Pepper's. They did a whole Radiohead thing of all Radiohead songs.
And all reggae.
Radio.
Yeah, but they haven't released one in a while, and the one they just released is Ziggy Stardust. They just did the Ziggy Stardust album.
Oh, shit.
All reggae. So literally that's what I've been listening to for the past 10 days.
Putting me on the spot now.
Yeah.
And you're
Jesus.
like, I've been listening to Arcana Kings.
No, not even.
My go-to is Taylor Swift.
I've fell into the podcast world lately, and I've just kind of taken my mind off of listening to music. Whenever I want to listen to music, I make it up on my guitar on my couch. But if I had to say the last artist I got into, it would have to be Wheeler Walker.
Yeah, I guess. Yeah, we saw him.
And we got to see him in Sturgis when we were down there playing, so it was a free show right across the street. So,
you guys know Wheeler Walker Jr.?
Yes.
Yes.
Yeah,
Absolutely.
they're all funny country songs.
Yeah.
That's some of the best country music ever written.
Was it
doesn't matter
you
the
telling
lyrics,
me
but
that
they're
he
so
had
good.
created this social media presence?
He
I
was
might
a comedy
get this
writer.
wrong. It was something like not a gas station, but kind of like a Denny's spot that was all bullshit. And so they.
Oh, yeah.
Was that you telling me this?
I didn't tell you, but I heard
So he
about it.
created like a Facebook page of this location or whatever.
Okay.
And it didn't exist. It wasn't even real. But then there was a bunch of... It took traction because it was something like... that he came in and performed and pissed everybody off in the town. And it was just spiraled into this big thing. And it got all this traction, but the whole joke was that it's not real. Like, this place doesn't even exist, or this town, or
that's a great way.
It was
you cancel
something
yourself
like that.
out of a non-existent place. That's genius.
Yeah.
Yeah.
When we were playing at Sturgis this year, we always look at all the other artists that are playing around town. There's a bunch of stuff that you can go see for free, and first thing pops up was Clutch is playing on a Sunday, and we're like, no way, this is great. When do we finish playing? 8 o'clock. When does Clutch start? 8:30. It was like, sick. And then a couple days later, Kevin emailed us. He's like, check this out. It's like, Wheeler Walker Jr. is playing. I'm like, when does he finish? He's like, or he starts at 8:30 and we finish at 8. Same type of thing. I'm like, this is great.
Hell
so we
yeah.
finished
Yeah,
and just wandered over.
This was across the street.
And as soon as we walked in, grabbed drinks, stood there, he came out. It was like, oh, I couldn't timed this any better.
Yeah, that was pretty awesome.
That was such a fun show. I haven't sang along.
Me and you
to
were
a
just
concert.
giving. We were probably there was 5,000 people there, and me and you were the only ones just giving her singing along to every. Oh
Two
man, it was
Saskatchewan
we were
boys.
two young schoolgirls just
Oh yeah, there's a bunch of girls who
screaming at
must
a Taylor Swift concert almost.
have just got dragged in by their boyfriends or something, and they're listening to us sing all the lyrics. I don't think they knew the lyrics. I didn't think they know what show that they were at.
Yeah.
'Cause they kept looking at us like, oh,
we were getting a lot of looks.
Yeah. Hell yeah.
Awesome.
I want Graham. You guys are part of this herd here that we're trying to create.
Thank
man.
you for
Yeah,
having
no,
us.
this is awesome, you guys. Thank you
Open
so
door
much.
policy. Anytime you guys got something cooking or you just want to come shoot the shit with us, man.
Love to.
Just hit us up,
Well,
man.
yeah.
We'd love to have you guys back anytime. And for those of you at home, you guys can check out Arcana Kings at the Black Cat Tavern December 9th in Saskatoon, Saskatchewan.
With autopilot and fake paradise.
Right. Yeah, we didn't mention
Hell
Fake
yeah.
Paradise earlier.
That's
so
right.
Yeah.
Shout out to Fake Paradise.
The boys, I think they were just out here too, weren't they?
Absolutely. They came and
That
gave
was
me
last
a
year.
fucking birthday present at Open Stage.
Good
They-
kids.
Right on.
They came there just to give me gifts. It was,
Jason Oshik.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I love those guys, man. So
Yeah.
all the best to you guys out there. And thanks again.
Yeah, no, thanks
Thanks
for
for
having us, guys.
Hell yeah.
Cheers.
Bye.
Cheers.
Sweet. Oh, man. So we just get you out to Bellevue so we can watch your videos with you, right?